Professor Black Ops, you see it. Let's get it. IDA hurricane scams. Gonna do a quick article on it. Let's see. U.S. SEC watches out for Hurricane Ida related investment scams from a cybersecurity perspective. Of course, we're gonna get a ton of junk emails. We're gonna have to get our spam filters up together. We're gonna have to knock it down so nobody falls for these IDA related investment scams. The United States Secretary and Exchange Commission has warned investors to be extremely wary of potential investments related to the Hurricane Ida aftermath. The alert comes from the SEC Office of Investors Education and Advisory, which regularly issues investor alert warnings investors about investment frauds and scams. So the SEC is sending this out. Scammers will likely set their targets on who will receive compensation in the form of large payouts from insurance companies as a direct result of the Hurricane Ida damages. We're always familiar with the insurance fraud, or you can go down there and get a ton of work scams. Previously spotted hurricane-related scams, progress, high returns for investment, small amounts in the thinly traded companies that would have made massive profits from the cleanup and recovery effort. For example, the SEC brought a number of enforcement actions against individuals and companies who made false and misleading statements about the alleged business opportunities in the light of damages caused by Hurricane Katrina in 2005. Some of these cases involve pump and dump scams where fraudsters use bogus news to pump up the stock price of small companies so they can sell their own shares at an artificially high price. How to spot and protect yourself from scammers. To protect yourself from investment frauds and scam, you should always ask anyone approaching you with the investment opportunity if they're licensed and if their investment is registered with the SEC or with the state. These answers can be easily checked before committing investments by reaching out to the SEC or your state security regulators. The most important thing to remember is that any of these promises of fast huge profits that comes with little or no risk or classic signs of fraud. Take a look at your entire financial situation before making any investment decision, especially if you are to receive a lump sum payment. Remember, payments must have to last and you and your family for a long time. If you have any investment and have any questions, you can call the SEC, House of Investors and Educators Advocacy. That number will be in the description box. The alert comes after the FBI New Orleans also issued 2 warnings in the last 4 days, alerting to the public of increased risk of fraud trying to capitalize on a Hurricane Ida disaster. The FBI provided a set of measures that impacted by the natural disasters can take to avoid getting scammed, including not to respond to unlisted spam emails, be skeptical of individuals representing themselves over emails, not click on links within an unsolicited email, be cautious of emails claiming to contain pictures and attached files. They may contain virus when you open them, not to provide personal financial information to anyone who solicits contributions, be cautious of emails claiming to offer employment to which you did not expressly apply, and thoroughly research housing ads before sending money to a potential landlord. Professor Black Ops, please watch out for the Ida hurricane scams and investments. We know this is going to happen. There's a lot of good people out there, but there's a lot of bad people out there too. Professor Black Ops, please subscribe. Cybersecurity for the people.